Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be our Algebra Essentials Lesson 4, Basic Exponent Manipulation, Homework Review, Part 3. And we've been doing a lot of practice with our multiplying and dividing of monomials. And so here we use the distributive property. So we'll see how things get a little hairy here. So question 4, use the distributive property to write each of the following products as polynomials. And so with distributive property, we're going to just do the rainbow thing. So we have 4x times 5x. Why did I write that way? Sorry. Probably a little more better if we do it this way. 4x times 5x plus 4x times 2. And so we see in this the 4 times 5, we can group them together, we get 20. X times x is x squared, plus 4x times 2 is 8x. So this is going to be our first product we have here. Okay, so again, so the next one would be negative 5x times 10 minus x. So we have negative 5x times 10 minus negative 5x times x. Now you could even want to write down plus negative 5x times negative x. It's the same thing though. So negative 5x times 10 is going to be negative 50x minus negative 5x times x is going to be negative 5x squared. And so what happens when we have a minus negative, same as adding a positive, so we get negative 50x plus 5x squared. Okay, now one of the things I want to show here in this case is that this is the answer. However, I personally like writing stuff in what they call descending order. And so because addition is commutative, 5x squared minus 50x is going to be an acceptable answer as well too. Okay, you might say, well, but hey, Mr. Gong, I don't get it. Why is it it's the same thing? Don't you have subtraction there? Well, keep in mind that when adding a negative, it's the same as subtracting a positive. So it's really the same exact thing. So we can use commutative property in this situation here. Okay. Now for C. So here we're multiplying 3 items here. So we have 6x times x squared. Okay, minus 6x times 4x plus 6x times 8. 8, fit that there, sorry. And so now we have in this case 6x times x squared becomes 6x to the third minus 6 times 4 is 24, x times x squared plus 6x times 8 is 48x. All right. So it really helps to write everything out, to be focused about these things, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right. Let's continue. Now we'll have our negative 10x squared times our 2x squared plus, and I'm going to write down here, negative 10x squared times x minus negative 10x squared times 8. Again, if you do plus negative, same thing too. So we're going to have in this case negative 10x squared times 2x squared is going to give us negative 20x squared plus negative 10x squared times x is going to be minus 10x cubed. Oh, I'm sorry. The exponent for the first one should be 4. Oh, I made a mistake. So, sorry about that. So it should be negative 20x to the fourth plus negative 10x to the third minus, and here negative 10x squared times 8 is minus 80x squared. And so here we're going to kind of clean up a little bit because you have plus minus and negative minus negative. We'll have negative 20x to the fourth minus 10x to the third plus 80x squared. And this will be our product. Okay, for letter E. So letter E, we have 7xy to the third times 2x squared y minus 7xy to the third times 5y to the fifth. Okay? And so we multiply, and we have 7 times 2 is going to be 14. X times x squared is x to the third. And y to the third times y is y to the fourth. Minus 7 times 5 is 35. X, because it's times x. And then, of course, y to the third times y to the fifth is y to the eighth. And this is our product. Okay? And let's continue. So for f, we have 8x squared y squared times x to the third minus 8x squared y squared times 2x squared y plus 8x squared y squared times 5xy squared minus 8x squared y squared times y to the third. All right, so we multiply out, this is going to be a long one, there are going to be 4 terms here. And so 8x squared times y squared times x to the third becomes 8x to the fifth y squared minus 8 times 2 is 16. X squared times x squared is x to the fourth. And then y squared times y is y to the third. Plus, we have 8x squared y squared times 5xy squared becomes 40. X squared times x to the third. And y squared times y squared is y to the fourth. I need to move all this over. Get the rest of this in, sorry about that. And so, minus 8x squared y squared times y cubed will be 8x squared y to the fifth. Whew. And these are all, believe it or not, all these 4 terms are not like terms. Okay, let's make this look like y. All right, so so you have to get super careful. I like to leave the signs in between the same and then take it in this case that each of the terms are positive. But again, you can adjust it in the same way as long as you have the same answer here. We continue with question number 4 because there's 3 more parts to this. So we have here part G, negative 7 x to the third times 4x squared plus negative 7 x to the third times 2x minus negative 7 x to the third times 1. And so we have negative 7 times 4, and we end up getting negative 28 x to the fifth plus negative 7 x to the third times 2x give us negative 14x to the fourth minus, and negative 7x cubed times 1 is just negative 7x cubed. And we're going to clean this up a little bit, and so we end up getting negative 28 x to the fifth plus negative same as minus positive 14x to the fourth, and minus a negative same as adding a positive plus 7x cubed. Sorry about that mail notice. Should turn off my email. And so we continue on with h. And so here at h, we have negative 16t squared times 2t squared minus negative 16t. Oh, sorry about that. It's negative 16t, not t squared. Okay, so negative 16t times negative 2t plus negative 16t times 3. And so now we have negative 16t squared times 2, negative 16t times 2t squared gives me negative 32t to the third minus, and negative 16 times negative 2 is positive 32, but t times t is t squared, and then plus Negative 16 times 2, negative 16t times 3 is minus 48t. So we're going to get, in this case, negative 32t to the third minus 32t squared minus 48t. Okay, whew, running out of space. Let me see if we can move things around a little bit here. Okay, move this down a little bit here. Hopefully give us a little space. Okay, here. All right, so last one for question number 4. All right, so we're multiplying here. We'll do 12xy times x squared minus 12xy times 2xy plus 12xy times y squared. So we multiply 12xy times x squared, we're going to get 12x to the third times y. And you take that 12 minus, okay, minus 12xy times 2xy. So we have 12 times 2 is 24. And x times x is x squared. And y times y is y squared. And then finally, we have the 12xy times, so plus, we have 12xy times y squared becomes 12xy to the third. 3. Oh, okay, maybe I can move this down a little bit, get a better picture of this. Okay. Okay, so I'll make this 3 a little more clear. My handwriting is terrible, and apparently I can't get the stylus to work on this on my laptop. So we are getting in this case. Ooh, what happened to the minus sign? I think it's right here. Okay, so our answer for I will be 12x cubed y minus 24x squared y squared plus 12xy to the third. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of part 3. We just spent all this time going over just one question, but 9 parts. Okay, so this is the beginning part. I'll make this full screen here. So question parts A, B, C, D, E, and F, which you can always go back to the video to check out. And then we see parts G, H, and I. And again, it always helps to write everything out, to keep track of things. And then you can see things a little more clearly, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thanks for watching. Please leave any comments and questions and feedback below in the comment section. If you can, please leave a like for the video, especially if you found it helpful, as well as making sure to subscribe to the channel and turning on notifications to find out when new videos are added. Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next video for lesson 4. Okay, take care.